Hello and welcome back to The Grade Cricketer, sponsored by, that's right, just like New South Wales Cricket, no one. Pez, a very confusing day today because Australia finished 4 declared for 598, West Indies none for 74. So first of all, cheers for the hundreds.
Hey, cheers, mate.
We are we're actually inside in our green room, so to speak, of the Rosemont Hotel. About to do a live show in about an hour's time. So, there is a bit on, but the commitment to the cause won't end. Now, when I said confusing day, because I don't know what I want, because it was all going so well. And then the West Indies haven't been bowled out yet. And then I'm looking at England's score and I think, that's actually fit into this game as well, you know? So I don't know what I want. So what do women want?
Am I being introduced to the show? Sorry. I started drifting off thinking about what women want. You know, it's interesting you say that, Higgins, because your word confusing is spot on, and it does tie into what women want, because the day was going precisely as we wanted it to do. Cricket Australia, the administration was sitting in the box saying cricket is back, baby. Yeah. This was the day that we wanted. 4 for 500 and fuck knows what. Marnus double 100. The WA press says it's cut from JL's cloth.
I thought Marnus was from Queensland and South Africa, but I guess you had to fly over WA
Smudge
to get to Queensland.
Double.
Yep.
They're the runs that you need. Travis Head makes 99, so he gives the TV pundits the opportunity to run through montages of guys who've made 99, except for Slats.
Yeah,
and at the moment, it's a bit on the nose. And
that's against his parole, I think.
And as the bowlers huddle around the fucking dressing room, ready to charge out like elite bush horses, fucking snorting. Once again, on the nose. And everyone starts going, see, the Aussies know how to bowl on this deck. You can't go too short on this deck. You're going to be full. We're looking at 3 for, we're looking at 4 for, we're looking at 5 for. Shadows lengthening. Some Windies player is going to make like a hard-fought 45 amid an absolute cacophony of shit. And we're going to say there's a bit of hope for the Windies. We're saying that since 2001, since Wavell Hines. It's like, this is what we were going towards. And the way that it is... Sorry, let me get my words right here.
Okay. And be right about this.
This is what women want in the way that...
I see.
The man who's in a marriage with his wife, there's a couple of deeper existential issues there, but he knows how to make her orgasm. He knows the buttons to push. He knows how to make it work. Australia, 5 for 500 and fuck all. 4 for 500 fuck all. 5 down at fucking stumps. Guys having their heads knocked off. Guys getting hit in the cock. But didn't happen. Where's the fucking wickets?
Now, a lot of plays and misses, but that doesn't matter, does it? It doesn't matter.
Was there? I mean, was there enough playing and missing?
I like the length that Australia bowled.
They know how to bowl a length around here.
Well, all these guys grew up in the WACA, as you know.
Exactly.
The games haven't been played there anymore, but, it's in the WACA. You can see it if you stand on top of the stadium.
They had a tent embassy there.
And that's what women want, okay? Okay, let's get into one of the talking points of the day, and that's Marnus's double 100. Right. Now, this is the theme of the show. I don't know what I want, because Marnus scores 200. Yeah. Okay, and now there's a cruel end where he gets out by a very good bit of bowling, clever bit of bowling around the wicket, back of a length, leaving no man behind point. That's right. It's the last over before lunch from Brathwaite, from Darrell's son, Carl.
Yeah. Right arm off spin around the wicket, back of a length.
That's what you need, just darts. And then he falls into the trap, doesn't he? And he gets a nick, and it's a good catch from Portugal.
A good bit of cricket
from Portugal's finest. And which used to be Moses Enriquez, but not anymore. He's been usurped. Look at those jacarandas out there. Aren't they fucking sensational?
You guys can't see that, but believe me, there's jacarandas out there.
Now, but I thought, I'm being genuine now.
Oh shit!
I think Marnus has thrown away. He hasn't thrown it. He's missed out on one of the opportunities in his life where he could have scored 300. He could have gone past Bradman today. He could have gone past 335, 334 for Bradman, 335 for Warner. He could have set a record today. It was that kind of game. He actually did have an opportunity to score 300 today.
He failed.
And that's why he failed.
He failed. We were at the ground, lucky enough to be at the ground when he brought up the double. Yeah. And there were so few people there, and the windows were open in the press box. Could literally hear someone on the other side of the ground say double up.
Really good.
And yet I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked that.
Now, did anyone say start again? See, that's where they got him confused.
Yeah,
that's where they got him confused.
And when Marnus got out, apparently the reports were, we sort of get a bit of inside word, reports were he did walk in and say two things. One, why wasn't I asked to start again?
Yep.
Otherwise, I would have started batting differently.
Yep.
I would have thrown away the fact that I was experiencing the momentum of someone who was on 200 not out and gone back to the feeling of being on 0 not out.
Right.
And also who moved in the dressing room.
Yeah, that's right.
Because
that's
of this
right.
sort of
You were sitting there before,
impact of
and then it got in sort of some the boredom areas when Head almost got 100, Smith obviously got 200, where someone obviously farted in the Australian dressing room, and that got sort of 10 minutes of airtime. Unlike that fart itself, no escape rooms. But I genuinely think Marnus missed out on an opportunity, which is that's just a great example of when is cricket good, which is actually the theme of today's today's show and the day's play generally. Okay, Steve Smith. Let's talk about Smudger here, mate. I thought last night, from ball one, he looked the fucking business. I thought he looked sensational, and I think was it chanceless? I can't think of a chance. Marnus had a chance in the 190s, didn't he? He was dropped on leg side sweeping from De Silva. Steve Smith was imperious, and it's 200 red, by the way. That doesn't miss for the old average there.
Even too. Mate,
wow,
that's clean. I tell you what,
clean, brother.
Steve Smith in particular will sleep soundly tonight. It'll be the best sleep that he's had in fucking years.
He'll walk into that room, left foot first. He'll turn the light switch off 72 times. He'll wink, left, right. That's actually blinking. Left, right. No, and that's actually winking. I'm getting confused now. And then he'll have a dreamless sleep. Yeah, a dreamless sleep.
He will be bounding in tomorrow. He'll be able to bowl again.
He, in particular, will sleep well tonight.
God, imagine if he made it as a leggy.
Yeah.
With the way his mind works.
Fucking hell.
That's the triumph of his career.
He did make it into... He literally got a baggy green in that field, but yeah.
Not only did he finish on the cleanest of numbers of 200 red with his mate failing, but he went equal with Don Bradman's Test centuries. He go to bed tonight.
Get out of here.
He'll be a stud horse. Kind of, honestly, he will just... That is... Where else can you go in your career? 200 red, equal with Bradman. Everything's equal.
Nah. See you later.
Oh.
Good night, Irene and Nurse.
That's right. And come on, Eileen. It's okay. So you got Marnus hit 2. Yeah. 204.
Yeah.
Smith 200 red.
Yeah.
Head 99. Just to kind of keep cricket alive.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Bit of interest.
And then a bowling collapse of epic proportions.
Yeah, an absolute bowling collapse.
Equal to Trent Bridge.
Yeah. Now, it was nice to see the bowlers swing the ball. That was all good. Yeah, I saw all the things I wanted to see, except for, when I saw Stark... Brother, when I saw Stark running in first ball, I was like, well, Rory Burns. I just want to wicket first ball. And I think it was just outside off stump, and I was like, no, that's not what I want. It was bowling to Braithwaite.
Darryl.
Outside off stump, let it go. All good. And I was like, nah, bored. Yeah. If only cricket had a shorter form, which it doesn't, but if it did, I'd be more entertained.
Exactly. All the shapes looked nice though. Everyone looked tall.
Everyone looked tall.
Hazelwood, Stark. I know that sounds like the most facile thing you've ever heard, but you know what I mean.
Jason Holder's big, isn't he?
Yeah.
Tall guy.
Like the shapes and the vectors and the formation that Australia made with its umbrella slip field and stuff, with the right people in the commentary box talking about the way Australia bowls a little bit fuller. If you're an opposing team, you can get tempted into bowling too short. The Aussies won't do that, but you do need to sneak in a bouncer just to kind of mix up their footwork a little bit. Yeah. Someone's under the lid. Once again, shadow's lengthening. I'm going into a fucking trance here again. And I just heard Brian Lara before the day's play finished, just saying I'm not going to do his accent, but just say he was walking through the corridor and just overhearing people going 3 for, 4 for, 5 for. He's like, and I just smiled, and he's just saying he was texting Shivnaran Chandapal. And did you know that's actually his son batting, Shivnaran Chandapal?
Didn't know that. Yeah, no, because they had a similar last name.
Yeah,
similar, and I was like, I recognise that a little bit.
He's a real chip off the old block.
No, he does the thing with the bail in the and he sort of squares up a little bit, and let's actually give some love though to the West Indies, because going out there, those two opening sticks. Now, can you that was Travis Head might as well have got a diamond duck. Because that he was being given 100. They literally, when Steve was on... It was
declaration batting.
Steve Smith was on 199. They didn't change the field. It was in out still. And he just pushed one to point, walked a single, and then he was like, okay. And then he didn't even want to celebrate, because Travis Head was also on 99. I'm getting to a point of celebrating the West Indies Open Partnership here, but
by talking about Australia's success,
of course, and how shit the West Indies were, and how much they'd given up at that point, which is fair enough. But Travis Head, Steve Smith actually like pushed him away to like, don't shake my hand. I'll shake your hand when you get your 100. Then he obviously chops on. Again, a smart bit of bowling.
Yeah, really good piece of bowling.
Yeah, really good piece of bowling. But like the point is, to go into bat, the discipline of Chanderpaul and Brathwaite was actually that is high skill batting. They must be absolutely, how many overs in the field? 160, something like that. Like to have the energy to watch the ball and actually bat for your life, as all batters should do in Test match cricket. To actually execute those skills and to let the ball go and to watch it. I mean, honestly, that is fucking, hopefully all out 110 tomorrow. But
of course,
no, honestly, that's very impressive, high level skill Test match batting.
We we'll lift a bit of a hood here, but at lunchtime we were sitting down having lunch. They give you a little bit of lunch, and I got a whack on the back from a guy that I'd met a few months ago. Yeah. Friend of my uncle.
He jabbed his water bottle into your back.
Yeah, he did.
I think it was his water bottle.
And yeah, me too. Hope so. Or do I?
He had both hands.
And he's wearing full West Indies kit. Yeah. I was like, "What's this?" Yeah. And he was talking in a deep voice, and he's a mate of my uncle's.
Yeah.
And it turns out, he's like, "I know your dog named Thorimer." I'm like, "What's going on?"
He's in full West Indies kit. Either you're a massive fan.
He's wearing like in this kind of press area. I was like, "What the fuck he's doing?"
Yeah.
And he's the West Indies team liaison, Jerry.
Yeah.
And
of course,
Jerry.
Yeah.
And we're like, "Oh, that Jerry." Having a chat, and he's going. And West Indies have had day and a half in the dirt, just getting absolutely spunked by Australia.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh,
spunked.
We're like, what's the chat in there, Jerry? What's the chat in there, Jer?
Yeah, Jer. Yeah. Halliwell.
And he's like, oh well, it's Craig's 30th birthday today. I'm off to get him a cheesecake. It's true.
I think you asked him like, "Oh, what's the mood?" Like, "Oh, the boys are down."
He goes, "The boys are down.
Boys are down.
You'd be down with this score, but it is Craig's birthday. And we're looking forward to a cheesecake after play."
So every cloud.
Yeah, every cloud. And he ends up on 20-30 red or whatever.
Yeah,
so.
Couple of poles in there as well.
Yeah, there you go.
Job
Happy
done.
30th.
Oh, fucking hell.
One of my favourite bits of today was Tajnara and Chanderpaul hit a sumptuous on drive for 4. It's off Stark or Hazelwood, one of those two, Coates. And JL's on comms, and he says, it looks like he's learnt something from watching Steve Smith the last 9 hours. I'm like, just give the young man his due. He does not hit that shot unless he watches Smudge for the last 9 hours.
That's right. Ever since he was a kid. Yeah, he would have dreamed this moment. He's 27. Anyway, I don't think we've got a hashtag RCDC, do we?
God, no.
No, okay. Well, we're about to perform on stage for the first leg of the tour here in Perth. It's been absolutely wonderful being here. It's been a great...
been that big.
I suppose, well, I've got no excuse. I just sort of pause and just think about something to say. And no good. On stage in a bit, so that should be good. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow for day 3.